What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here. And, well, it's not every day that I'm looking at news and I get like a whiplash effect. So, what happened today was there is a new Neptunia game that was announced. And of course, it's a spin-off. An ongoing joke or meme with like Compile Heart is that they will release anything but a mainline Neptunia game. Now, obviously, from what I remember, if I'm not mistaken, they are working on a new mainline Neptunia game. It's just they're taking their sweet time with it. But I just think it's funny how we just keep getting these spin-offs, and there's a lot of them at this point. I think they kind of release one every year, if I'm not mistaken, or they're kind of making it a year release to release some sort of spin-off title. But anyhow, there's a new spin-off that's coming out, and I was just, what the hell is this, when I found out about it. So some news came out before this announcement, and they were talking about like a motorcycle game. And first I was like, oh, are they making a racing game? Like, what is going on here? And no, it's not a racing game. The description for the game is described as a motorcycle action game. And I was like, okay, what are they doing here? Are they going to make some sort of like action RPG where you're like driving motorcycles, or some sort of vehicular combat game? But no, it turns out this game is just Katamari. And I was like, okay, and that's where like I was like, what the hell, the whiplash effect? This new game is called Neptunia versus Titan Dogoo, and it's described as a motorcycle action, but it's just Katamari. There's no gameplay footage, but we do have screenshots, and in the screenshots you can see how the game works, and it's pretty obvious what the game is. And I was like, oh, pretty interesting. They're describing it as motorcycle action, but I guess, okay. There's only an opening movie right now, so we haven't seen any gameplay in action. The game is also coming out pretty soon. Before I go into all that, let's talk about a bit about this. So, going to their website, because there is already a website, the first thing, which is probably like to help with the expectation of what this game is, the pricing. On the website, the game is going to be priced at 3,080 yen. So basically $20 in the current conversion. So this is not a $50 or $60 game, but more like on the $20 to $30 game. I don't know how much it's going to cost when it's released in the West, but expect that range. So already you can have an idea of like, okay, the price range and what to expect from this game. And in the main website, when you go onto the systems, it's telling you and showing you that the game is Katamari. Now, a big thing also is there's going to be enemy AI that they have their own bikes, and you will be able to like attack them to steal their doggos or dogs. So I guess that's where like the action part come in. I don't know how deep or how the mechanics are going to work, because like I said, we don't have any footage. But I guess it's a bit more maybe than Katamari. Maybe. No shade in throwing this. I think there is going to be people who are just going to vibe with the game because, one, it's Neptunia. There's fans of the franchise and they're going to get the game. And fans of Katamari, or, the Katamari style game, might find something in here. Because I've seen a lot of comments, and most of them have been positive. Like, people are just like, oh, it looks like Katamari, I will probably get it. Oh, another Neptunia spin-off, I will get it. There has been, of course, some negative ones, which is, again, the meme they said, where it's like, people just saying, where is the next mainline game? So, typical expectation for some of the fans of the franchise, where they're like, I want my next mainline game, and of course, we don't have any news or any expectation of when it's gonna come. We also do get to see some of the characters that are going to be in the game. Of course, you got the typical characters that you're going to see. An interesting thing, though, is they already have DLC outfits. So if you go on, like I said, on their website and you check each character, they already have like 3 different DLC outfits. So they probably know their audience, and I'm guessing people are going to get it, or there's a decent amount of people who are just going to buy the outfits, which is why they are already displayed. Like, we don't have any gameplay, we just have the opening movie, but we already have DLC costumes. It's just, I just find it funny, but yeah, I mean, I personally think in the end of the day, it's another spin-off Neptunia. If it's your thing, it's gonna be your thing. If it's not, maybe the next thing. Will I get the game? I mean, if the price is not that bad, I'm could try just to see what the hell this ends up being. Now, for the release date. So, right now, this game is only coming out in Japan. No word on when it's gonna come out to the West. If it does end up coming to the West, I do expect that it's going to be months after its release in Japan. So the game is coming out June 27th in Japan for the PS5, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I mean, that's the game. Neptunia versus Titan Dogoo. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. So what are your thoughts, guys? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.